Diabetes Youth Foundation. We want to talk a little bit about that. Welcome into the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about the organization. I know there's some exciting things happening. Kick us off.
Yeah, so DYF is an amazing organization up here in Northern California. We serve kids, teens, and families who have been impacted by type 1 diabetes. So I myself was diagnosed in 2004, and I started going to their programs just 6 months after my own diagnosis.
Wow.
And it dramatically changed my life, my whole family's lives. And we still go back to camp to this day.
Oh my
so
gosh.
it's a really amazing organization.
How did it? I'm curious. How I know a lot of people. I know a lot of family friends who have kids that are dealing with this.
Yeah.
How did it impact? Like, what was it? What was that thing that you're like, oh man, this really changed me, changed how my life is going to now be?
Totally. So camp provides a space for just support and encouragement, especially when things are overwhelming.
Sure.
Type 1 is such an overwhelming diagnosis. It never takes a break. It does not take a day off. We don't get a day off either. And camp provides that source of joy and inspiration in seeing all the counselors and all the medical staff, just such incredible individuals who are living their day-to-day lives with type 1 and doing it just beautifully and saying, like, you can do anything with type 1 diabetes and it doesn't have to hold you back.
Stuff, man.
Right. So there are challenges. What are some of the biggest challenges that children and families face, when dealing with this?
Yeah, most families feel very overwhelmed and very isolated when it comes to a type 1 diagnosis. There's lots of information, there's lots of confusion between the different types of diabetes. So being able to come to camp and see all of the other kids running around having fun, all the families sharing each other's stories and seeking support from each other, it's just such a wonderfully supportive environment to be in when you're feeling so overwhelmed and you can't even picture your child's future because you are dealing with the day-to-day.
And night to night, hour by hour, minute by minute. I know it's hard. I have a very good friend, Alicia, her kiddo has been dealing with this. And to say dealing with it is like an understatement because it is so consuming. The one thing I've learned from her and others, the technology does continue to rapidly progress. And I know we still aren't where we want to be, but definitely there have been a lot of advancements that have helped people like you and others.
Oh, absolutely. And one of my favorite parts of camp is seeing kids who are maybe a little bit hesitant to try out the new technologies or hesitant to look at an insulin pump or continuous glucose monitor. They go to camp and they see all of these kids wearing them, putting stickers on them, having so much fun, and they come back home and they say, hey, Mom and Dad, I want
I want to give that one a try, right? Exactly. So
Gosh, that's so great.
Yeah, my father had diabetes, as well too. So it's out there and it's definitely prevalent. All right, so we got to ask about this. How can the community? How can we get involved? How can we help out?
Absolutely. Well, our registration is open right now for our summer programs. They are going to be so much fun. So dyf.org is the place to go. We have kids, teens, family camps. We have outdoor recreation groups. We have support groups as well. It is going to be a lot of fun. Registration is open right now. So if you, someone you know you love, is interested in coming on up to camp, dyf.org is the place to go.
I saw we had a graphic for a gala that's coming up as well. We want people to know a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our annual fundraising gala is this year. It's going to be on April 26th at the Ritz-Carlton, San Francisco.
Whoa!
I know, very fancy, very fun. The theme is Share the Magic. It is going to be magical, so much fun. So if you're interested in a night in SF, come join us. It's going to be great. And if you can't attend, we are always looking for support for our scholarship program. Also at dyf.org, you could be the reason that a child goes to camp. So
how great is that?
Awesome.
DYF.
Ritz.
You said Ritz. DYF in the SF.
That's right.
There you go.
That's
where they're going to be.
Really nice
party
to meet
at the
you.
Ritz.
Congratulations on
Thank you so much.
Everything that you've done and are doing and during all of this, and all the people you are also impacting. It's really incredible. So the Diabetes Youth Foundation, is that right?
It's Diabetes Youth Families.
Youth Families. There it is. Share the Magic. April 26th at 6 o'clock. In San Francisco at the Ritz, dyf.org/studio40 for a little more info.
Allison, thanks so much.